All right, guys, I'm trying this again. I'm having a lot of issues with my internet. I hope Upland for Life comes back. Every time I try to talk to him about making our trade, my thing gets cut off and I have to start all over again. But hopefully he comes back. Anyways, guys, also I want to thank all my new subscribers. I'm getting subscribers. I'm very um, so thank you guys. Thank you guys for liking my content. Thank you for watching. I'm not gonna be able to give you the key or the real deal or whatever some other content guys are offering. Everyone has a different role. Everyone has a different way of doing things. Hopefully, my style that you guys have, you like it. And as I see, I get subscribers, so I'm quite happy about that. And I want to thank you guys for subscribing. Hopefully, that's Upland for Life who's watching right now. Yeah, sorry, man. Every chance I get to talk to you, this thing cuts off. But I kind of let me quickly go on about this M Motors pre-sale, and just to let you guys know, if you're watching this now, it's too late. It's not too late to register, but it's too late to participate in this pre-sale. The reason being is that all these vehicles are all limited. Okay, all limited. There isn't many. So the Series V and series those are, I think, are the um coral orange and okay. See, sorry, these are the vans. The Series E. The Series R now. Sky blue, silver, and yellow. Let me go back and look. Sky silver. Yeah. So there is a limited amount. I'm not really sure which is which, the version or the series. Um, um, I think the cars are like the SUV, I think is the R, that's 181,000. There's only 17 of them. This is the Sprinter vans, those are 400,000. There's only 21 of the I think it's the the yellow one, but they call it coral orange, and the gunmetal gray is has only 22 of them. So if you're watching this now, it's already too late because more than 22 people have signed up. But don't listen to me. I don't suggest you do. Go check it out yourself. Go register. Maybe not a lot of people even notice this, even though it pops up on everyone's screen whenever you sign into the game. But, or maybe they all, I believe a lot of people are going to go for cars. There isn't many cars anyway, so I don't know. And these are the SUVs, right? So not too many SUVs, 17 of each color that they have. And the rest, I think these are all cars, I think, here that are left. Sorry, all cars. And then these three here are the semi trucks. Can you hear me, Upland for Life? Did you hear when I was talking about these numbers here on the screen? Because I just flipped back over to the software I'm using, and it's telling it was my screen was reloading, so I don't know if you could hear me. Hopefully you did. Um, Let me just go over this quickly. So these two are the Sprinter vans, right? For 400,000 UPIX. Um, these three here are the SUVs, 180,000. So there's going to be quite a few people who are going for the SUVs because they're a lot cheaper. All of these here are all the different series race cars, right? 840 and 40,000. And then these three here, I think, are the semis, right? Those are the semis right there that will be able to pick up for 450,000 Upex. And there's a big difference in price between, okay, you can hear me? Okay. Yeah, there's a big difference in price between the semis and the race cars. Well, the race cars obviously are going to be for racing, so obviously they're going to be way more than their form of transportation. Or if not, I thought the semis would have been around the same price as the race cars, but I said, wow, if it's not, that's still great. At least it makes it so people really think about what they want to do in this game, right? So a lot of focus recently have been on racing. That's why I said there's a lot of traffic with all these vehicles coming out. A lot of focus has been on racing, and a total of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 um new series of cars are coming out. Not really sure how many came out in the first load because I wasn't able to really buy anything there, so I never really paid much attention. But all in all, it's still a good thing, a really good thing that Upland is speeding up the process of the output. Um, they have a showroom, if you've seen it on Twitter, that was complete. I can't seem to find it, but I'm not good with geography anyways, so it's okay. All right, so let me just do a quick video of the unveiling of all three vehicles that Upland very soon. Hopefully you guys can see this full screen. Excellent. And this one is the truck, which I did do in my last video, but that got cut off. So that's what the semi looks like. Okay, this is what they call coral orange or some crazy color, right? So that's that one. Let's stop that one so you guys seen that. All right, let's check this one out now. This is the SUV. These are 180,000, and these look very nice. Very nice. It's like a mixture of like a Range Rover and like the new hybrid Lexus. It's a combination of those two designs that they kind of put together to make this. I really like this vehicle. It's really nice. I really do. All right, so there it is, guys. That's there. And the other one, I think that's all they're showing right now. So the other race car, the specs are going to be different. All right, so if I could find it, but I wasn't stuff sometime is not the greatest where I went, or maybe Upland threw me off. Um, right? So by them throwing me off, I just didn't really bother looking in the area. But I know it's in Santa Clara. I saw the finished product on Upland's Twitter. So I was just like, all right, cool. So now that the showroom is completed, that's where all the vehicles are going to be moved to. So we'll be able to view them. We'll be able to view them just like how you saw it there, and make your purchase right away. But this is going to take some time because right now, what I was talking about that I registered for is a pre-sale. So none of this stuff is even going to be start being manufactured right now. Upland is collecting their money. So when they finish, I'm assuming once they finish their run of the first series, right? Then they'll move on to the pre-sale and start pumping those out. So tomorrow is the day when all of this you'll be able to make your purchase for your semi, your SUV, or your van, or your race car. And I think the race cars are going to go pretty fast because racing is going to be very popular right now in Upland. You have many other YouTubers talking heavily and promoting heavily their own node that has a racetrack, or talking about how they're excited for racing to come into the game and how it's how incredible it's gonna be, right? And also another thing, a lot of us guys aren't really talking about much is NFL legits. So NFL legits, I think the time is running out for them. So hurry up, figure out which city has the larger selection of NFL legits, and I want you to go there and uh buy up whatever you want to buy up. I just bought a few Upland for Life. Like I said to you, I know we did talk a little bit about it yesterday. I'm ready to make that trade whenever you are. I even went even crazier than I did yesterday on the amount of legits I purchased. I purchased quite a bit, a whole bunch of different ones. I'm excited. Just seeing all the different block explorer shops and other types of meta ventures has encouraged me to double down into the legits. I only had one legit at the time from my been in the game up until Upland for Life said, yes, I'm ready. Assume it's still waiting for them to be in my assets. Okay, all right, yeah. I got a shit ton today. So like, sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on this, but yeah, I got quite a bit, and I'm excited. I have your Randall Cobb. Whenever you're ready for that, we can quickly make that trade. I can add a block explorer because I don't have many. I just have this Queens one that you see me floating around with, and yeah, all in all, it's a great thing. But all of this video, to be honest, really stems from this article. Let me click on this article again. I gotta stop my screen sharing 1 second, and let me go to this article that I wanted to talk about. So, Business Wire, a Berkshire Hathaway company, okay, a news company run by Berkshire, which is what's his name again? That really wealthy guy. I can't remember his name right now. I'm having a brain fart. But his company talked about Upland, and I was like, wow, this is big. Right, it was around this time I saw it too. It dropped her almost at midday, and I saw that, and I was just like, "Whoa!" And they're talking about the flagship showroom in Santa Clara, and I was like, "Okay, so Upland is growing. Upland is getting a lot of recognition right now. It's good to see." But what really stood out to me, other than the meta ventures and racing, and actually this all these features right now because of MMotor. So driving, okay, users be able to drive around and between cities within Upland, okay, and I would say that for now they're gonna allow you to, like, for example, if you're maybe in like where 1 second here, if you're in, let me go over to Cali. Say you're in, let's say you are in Bakersfield, right? You would be able to drive from Bakersfield to go to Las Vegas if needed. Also, if you, well, I think if you're in Fresno, because it's weird, like the trains don't stop. You can't go from Bakersfield, I don't think, to Fresno, right? Because I think I was in Bakersfield. I'm not really sure. But a lot of the areas where you're unable to travel to, without, or you'd have to zigzag. I know, like, if you want to go from Cleveland to Detroit, you have to go to Chicago first, then go to Detroit. So now, getting a vehicle, you'll be able to travel from Cleveland to Detroit without having to do the whole go one place, pass where you're going, and then come back to get there, right? That whole boomerang thing is not going to work. And now they put out cars. Also, with the vans, you can transport somebody, charge them, I don't know, to get around the city or get to another city, 500, 600 UPIX to get wherever they need to go, and you can transport them in whatever amount of time, right? So whatever is more convenient for the Upland users. And what's happening right now in Upland is I'm very excited about. I'm very happy that they're coming out with these things because I'm just watching other YouTubers talk about Upland and their excitement for racing. I want to see it happen for them because I really want to see if everything that these guys talk about their nodes and their racetracks and what type of racetrack it's going to be and how great it is. I want to see it be what they say it's going to be, right? No hate for nobody, not troubling anyone. I want to see these guys do it. I'm a part of a node. They have a racetrack. They're promoting their racetrack out there. So it's going to be interesting once these people acquire cars because I believe they need two cars to do this, right? To have a racing team. I don't know if it's going to be one racing team per node or it's going to be multiple racing teams per node to represent each node to be a part of the Upland Racing League, which is going to be everybody, okay, all together. I'm really and truly excited and looking forward to that part. And like I was saying, so what really stuck out to me was the enterprise part of this, of the enterprise part of the feature, where Web3, the metaverse, will be extending itself out to the real economy and having those car brands and cars enthusiasts enter into the metaverse and be a part because now cars are very popular. He's retired now. I used to work with a guy who I can't remember the types of cars that he builds, and he buys them old, builds them up, and sells them for a ton of money. It's amazing to see him work. It's amazing to see what he does. Like, there's a lot of car enthusiasts out there. Every Saturday, in my neighborhood, they have some classic cars all parked out. All the owners just come and check out each of the classic cars, and those are the type of things that Upland, I believe, can bring to its metaverse. And if they're able to do that, those car enthusiasts are gonna be all over this game. I think now I have 2 to 3 more with Creedmoor. Awesome. So you're a part of the node. Welcome, man. Thank you, man. Welcome. I'm happy you're a part of the node. If you're within the node, I'm guaranteeing, actually, no, I'm not going to guarantee anything. You're going to do well if you decide to sell one or two of those properties, build a structure. I think it's more of like a black, purple, and gray type of color. So you can build a structure and put it messed up on whatever messed up angle. Not by it, but around it. Okay. Oh, okay. Not by it, but around it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. The node will expand out anyways because the Creedmoor node has gotten some really good attention and brought a lot of people to Belrose to buy even more properties. And that's great for us that are there already. It's great for me. I got 3 properties in the node and probably another 8 around the node. So I went back in and I went hard and I bought as many properties as I could because there wasn't a lot left. At the time I was talking last week on my on this podcast about how many under 3,000, not 3,000, I think it was 7 and 8 or maybe even 9,000 Apex properties were available in the Creedmoor node, and by the end of the week they were all sold. The ones that were 300, 400, and 200,000, or 200, 300, or 400,000, those sold before the 8, 9, 10, and 11,000 properties. Crazy. I don't know how that happened, but somebody who's got a little bit of funds that possibly watches me was able to go in there, get some larger properties, and bought up some nice areas, and maybe, who knows, like, because what Upland has been real quiet about right now is a manufacturing of ornaments. That's going to be the next thing. But they need to have these vehicles out there going around doing things already in the metaverse, because when ornaments come into the game, you're going to need people to deliver them to your address, to deliver them to whichever city or wherever your home residents are. This is why I don't like picking one residence, because, for example, you may buy a large that's over 1,000 UP2s, and some that are 40, 50, 100, and so on and so forth. You decide to build a nice sized property on the one that's 100. You also decide to build a manufacturer on the one that's over 1,000, and then you want to decorate that one that's over 1,000. You want to decorate that one that's 100 UP2s. You want to decorate the other one that's 40 or 70 UP2s, right? And sometimes it's best if you're already there. Right? You're already in that city. You can decorate it the way you want, right? So that was one of the issues I had with the home residence idea. But all in all, hey, Upland, do it the way they want to do it. But like I was saying, so this enterprise thing has a lot of potential for Upland. I'm looking forward to it. More and more news media are starting to cover Upland. So guys, all of us that are in this game right now are early adopters to Upland. Even though there's only 300,000 of us, which is still a lot, we are all early adopters. By the time, based on what I'm seeing right now, by the time Upland gets to its halfway point, because I think it's just in the beginning stage right now, maybe we're at the second inning out of 9. By the time they reach the 4th, going into the 5th inning, it's going to be, wow, the amount of attention Upland will have garnered itself will bring it will probably double. So we'll probably go from 300,000 UPX holder to not to 600. Let's say 5 to 600,000 cars coming into the game, racing coming into the game. The racing part of the game, the e-sport part of the game, will be documented, will be televised, and will be talked about. I'm telling you that much. So once that starts being televised and being talked about, it's going to bring in thousands upon thousands of new Uplanders who are going to need to learn the game. Then eventually they'll want to buy a used car, because by that time, the leagues would have been so big, the winners will be buying multiple cars from the dealerships and selling off their old ones, and the guys who are coming in and just want to get a start, you want to get an understanding about racing, will probably buy one of those old ones, test out the racetrack, test out the game, and realize, oh, I can't live with this old one. I'm going to get rid of this and get a new one, and so on and so forth. This is going to bring a lot of excitement to Upland. It's going to make Upland even more exciting. I think those downtimes that we had where I had to come out and just talk about any little news that Upland dropped, well, I think those days are coming to an end. Upland didn't release anything, as far as I see it anyways. Upland didn't release much information about this stuff until this morning, right? So, or they could have done it from last night. I don't know. I didn't go on the website last night, but I know I don't recall from when I was doing my live seeing those on the website. But I could be wrong. Okay, I've been proven wrong many times by many people. But all in all, this is great for the game. I'm even me doubling down on Upland. I went in and bought some legits, because I think they did say the 22nd of June is going to be the last day. So guys, figure out where you need to go to buy your legits. Buy them up. Get as many as you need. I'm probably going to go back in again. If they're not gone tomorrow, I probably will buy some more legits after we'll see what happens with the pre-sale for these cars and what happened. Oh, it's June. Oh, June 29th. Oh, okay, okay. I thought it was around the 21st, 22nd. Maybe I'm mixing it up with something. But still, guys, you got to have a lot of time. Now I know you have a lot of time, but still get in on those legits. Because if you go around and look at the shops, the metaventure shops, the legits prices are crazy. I don't know if these legits that are being sold or it's a sub merchant that's selling these legits, why the prices are what they are, because obviously they set the price and the store just get a commission off of it. But the prices are crazy, and I'm just like, wow, I can get in on this and probably open a metaventure myself selling some legits and probably beat them at what they're selling it for. So it's all good. Just take part, get in on the legits, even if you don't know players, because I'm not quite familiar with a lot of these guys, but I jumped in and I bought a ton. I bought about 20 legits today. Okay. So, and tomorrow is another day, and I still probably jump in. So, tomorrow's Wednesday, there's Thursday. So, probably for the next 2 days, I'm going to be on the legits. I'm going to be stocking up on a lot of legits. So, guys, I'm telling you this, get in the game. Try and, well, if you can't bid for any or go register for the pre-sale. If you can get in whatever you can get whatever you can get. If not, then you just leave it alone and just move forward, right? So I didn't register for any of the SUVs, and now that I'm talking to you, I'm gonna go register for the SUV. I know there isn't too many of them, but I should have registered look into Green Bay and Buffalo. Who would you suggest on Green Bay and Buffalo to get? Because and Miami, yeah. Because I did look, but I'm not really familiar. Like I haven't watched NFL in probably about 2 to 3 years, right? This September, because of this game, I will be keeping a closer ear onto the game. Um, I don't really know a lot of these players, so that makes it a little bit difficult. But I just based it off of the price because some of these prices, like some QBs, like I forgot who at Roethlisberger for Pittsburgh was like 7,000 upx for his jersey, right? So that's not cheap, right? Because there's lots that are like 500, 750, but who knows who those guys are, right? So, yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm probably, you know what? I probably should do a little bit of research on who are the guys to get on Miami, Green Bay, and Buffalo Bills. I even wanted to get some guys on the Jets too. I'm a Gary V fan, so I wanted to grab Diggs, okay, on Green Bay. All right. I wanted to grab couple of those guys, some of his guys, either the guys that you see him promote. What's the name of the QB for Buffalo? Because I think Buffalo, if I remember correctly, they had two QBs for the legits. I think after I'm done this, I'm gonna go and check out some of these and the QB from Miami. Okay, all right. All right. So, I'll look those up just to get the starting QB. And yeah, getting on the legits, guys. 2021 is over. 2022 is coming. There's going to be a ton more legits. Hopefully, Upland can do another surprise and bring in, I don't know, I think it's probably, you know what? It's going to be soccer. Diggs is on the Bills, I believe. Oh, okay. Okay. It, I can see soccer coming because they're going to Brazil for the next city opening. So expect a lot of Brazilian soccer players and stuff for them to have some form of legits, if they're gonna call it legits, for that, which would be cool. That would be nice. And Upland. please do some connection with Flow. Get us some bobbleheads, man. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but Flow dropped some bobbleheads recently. I know this is about everyday Upland, but I'm like, wow, Flow is doing some things. Upland has worked with them in the past. Hopefully, there's a future collaborations coming because that would be awesome for us to get our hands on some bobbleheads. But guys, Upland's doing some things right now. I'm really happy to be a part of this community. Thank you, as always, Upland for Life, for your support. Always watching my content. Always be positive. Um, I think, I don't know, but I'm getting a few shots in here and there from certain other YouTubers, but it's all good. Such is life. You guys can keep talking. The more you talk about me or you use my thumbnails, the more people will know, because people will watch you, they'll watch me and other people. So they'll eventually realize, oh, that's where they got that thumbnail from. Yeah. Yeah, man. So things are going good right now with the stream. So I don't really want to screw it up anymore. But yeah, this is awesome. Uh no, unless you have anything to talk about, I can stay on, man. Like it's no big deal. Right now I've said all I wanted to say about what Upland is coming up with. It's awesome. It's fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about tomorrow. I may not get anything, but still, I'm still excited about tomorrow. Let's see here. Thank you. That took forever. Hydrant. Yeah, so I'm right now registering for the SUV. I know for a fact I'm not gonna be able to get it because I completely screwed up. Not really screwed up, but I just didn't register when I first did. And the mistake is actually not to register at all, just register for everything and just don't show up. But it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna be getting any of those cars at all. But yeah, so this is looking good. This is what I like to see. This is what a lot of us have been waiting for things to be happening, and it's happening. Waiting for the new release and people catching on to legits. Yeah, that's. I think they're going to have to, because there's endpoints and all of that stuff involved, and that adds up in collections. Yeah, I definitely. I think I think one of the reasons why, okay, come on, there we go. One of the reasons why Upland went to Brazil, or okay, two reasons, and I'm adding them up as I go along. The first one is because outside of America, Brazil is number one, right? Brazil's number one. Brazilians are probably the greatest soccer fans out there, right? So it would make sense that when they do go to Brazil, they do make the announcements of those legits. I can see that coming. Oh yeah, yeah. Later on, it's gonna get better. It's gonna be like you're gonna have to put on like a 3D or virtual reality goggles to really get the full experience of what Uplands has to offer. But this is with cars and stuff happening, with ornaments going on, with ornaments already produced, people decorate. I think that won't come in until a lot of the structures are built, which I hope Upland comes in with new designs, which they have to come in with new designs for Brazil. I believe that's another thing too. That's where um, Upland will bring in their new designs, right? They may not announce the new ones for North America yet, but in Brazil they have to, because Brazil is built differently compared to North America. So what we have won't necessarily work. It wouldn't make sense, but I don't think in Upland you'll be able to stack, right? Because if you see in Brazil, they're like stacked. It's on the side of like a hill, I guess, right? It's all stacked. So, but it's going to be interesting to see. So there's many things that Upland is still yet to debut and they haven't really spoken about, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they come up with. And I think, um, yeah, here we go. Come on. All right. See, so it's giving me a little problems here. This is why I wanted to get off a little bit earlier. But Brazil would be another area where you notice things are happening in Upland. I can see that to be the reason. The soccer legits, which they did mention, is coming. Brazil is coming. New structured designs are coming. So we just got to sit and wait and watch him do it. It'll probably be, I don't know how long. I have no clue how much longer. But if we have to wait a month, that would be great. That would help out a lot of people who would be able to generate some upics. And yeah, all in all, it's great, man. I'm looking forward to it, guys. Upland for life. Thank you for your support once again, as always, man. I know you're always there. You're patient with me. I'm having internet trouble. I thought I had fixed it, but no, it didn't. Anyways, guys, everybody else, please like, share, and subscribe to Everyday Upland, guys. I need those likes. I need those subscriptions to get me out there some more. The likes help me with the YouTube algorithm to push my content out there for more people that are looking for information or someone who just wants to talk about Upland in general. It would be great if I can get even more subscribers. I appreciate the subscribers that I have so far. The last couple of days I've been getting subscribers. It's good. My subscriber count is slowly moving up, guys. I know it's going to take some time. And yes, YouTube Upland for life. And glad to see that you're in Belrose and you got a few properties, man. Excited. That's good. I hope you didn't overpay for them, but that will change. So, all right, guys. And oh, yes, one last thing. The reason why that will change is because if you guys did if you guys follow to try and win this NYC Meetup Block Explorer, what they were saying a part of to increase your entries is to mint properties in the 5 boroughs. So wherever hasn't been minted out, and I know Queens haven't been, all the people who took on that challenge to visit the 2 locations and to mint in the 5 boroughs and chose Queens to mint, well, Queens is going to get minted up. So it'll be even less and less properties available in Queens, and that will raise the floor overall. With the Creedmoor node, I think is one. I don't know if any other nodes in Queens at all. If there's any, drop it in the comments. Drop me the location. I go and check it out. Yeah, guys. So things are happening. It's looking good. The nodes in Queens are gonna make, or in Belrose are gonna make things go nuts just because it's unique. All right, guys. Thank you once again for watching another episode of Everyday Upland. Please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below if there's anything I missed, anything you want me to talk about, or anything that you have to share. All right. Thank you, guys. Good night.